Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 64 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds McCoy. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 24, Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Charger football to start quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a pretty throw right there. It's man coverage on the left side of the field, and this is some really good footwork by his receiver. Able to create some space at the top of his route, and the ball's delivered right on time.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Stafford now to throw. And Woods has it complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lambo is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts has it left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them. Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Not much there, only a yard. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Still 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you throw a little short pass like that on 3rd and long, 9 times out of 10 that gets covered and stopped before a 1st down results. But not this time. He makes it work for not only a 1st down, but a big play downfield.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
That's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Still first down.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Herbert's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A handoff. It's Eckler. Shoves him aside. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Play action. It's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
The 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Van Jefferson.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Herbert. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
They'll roll him out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On first down, Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mike, check 33.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 38.
Running on first down, Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is Incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Flushed out right. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Rams first down.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were.